Come on, Amy, who's next?
We've got Grahaeme on line 4.
Grahaeme, good morning. Do you think it will work, sir?
Yeah, I think it's a great idea.
OK, why? Do you think it'll work for everybody?
I don't know about everybody, but I think, basically, I was like a really young, sporty person, and then when I turned about 16, I found out that I could go to pubs and drink, and since then I've been pretty overweight.
Are you underwater, Grahaeme?
And then recently I decided that I'm going to kind of push for the burn and get it off, and I got to a certain level and I just couldn't lose any more weight, and I saw like advice and stuff, and they said, "Do you drink?" I was like, "Yeah." And you know, I've got a lot of calories in it. And, like, it wasn't like I was stupid.
Well, stop, right? No, enough. Frank, do you want to start drinking today? I might make this go an awful lot easier. We've still got an hour and a bit to go.
One thing we haven't allowed for here is that drinking a lot actually makes you throw up quite a lot. So it's kind of bulimia in a bottle. So you don't. It's not the same as eating loads of burgers and biscuits. You do. It kind of, a lot of it flows through.
What do you think would make people think about their alcohol consumption? Would it be alcohol warnings? Would it be scary stories? Would it be food warnings? What, if anything?
I think if you leave it to choice, people will always drink. I think you have to force people. I mean, it would be very easy, I would have thought, to make alcohol more fattening, if you wanted to. But I think the best way would be to steadily, secretly lower the alcohol content of drink. The way CCTV cameras came in and no one really noticed it happening, just gradually lower it down. Perhaps people wouldn't even notice.
It would be like the United States, wouldn't it?
I'd like to try prohibition, ban alcohol altogether. I mean, they're going to ban smoking. Why not ban alcohol? It seems to do just as much damage to people's health.
A total ban.
Why not?
There is a move. I was reading earlier in the week in one paper, and I can't remember which one it was, that apparently there is a plan that the government is going to ban things like happy hour and free drinks for women and so forth. And I think that would go a long way. I think making it so easy to drink and just purely the commercial aspect of come in and buy as much as possible for someone else's profit, I think that would be very significant.
But I mean, why should smoking be the big bad guy when alcohol does as much damage? And people talk about, you get secondary smoking. You get secondary drinking. If I go down the high street Friday night, there'll be somebody throwing glasses at me. That's secondary drinking.
When I was a smoker, I couldn't stop. You know, it's a complete addiction, and you don't get anything from it at all, apart from your money goes down, you smell, and eventually you die. Whereas with alcohol, as someone, I'm a moderate drinker, I still go out and have a good time on it every once in a while. And I would, if it went, I would feel robbed. But if fags went, I would feel like dancing in the street.
But you have to protect people from themselves. Maybe it's time to just try a year. 2009, a completely dry year in the UK.
I think train your kids to drink from a young age.
OK.
I don't mean
on those worrying thoughts, let's move to our next talking point, which should be a laugh, where we're asking who's the biggest beastie in the jungle. Kilroy Silk has gone, 11 other desperately irritating celebs still in.